Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures of American coinage and bring to light the fascinating history behind coins that may be lying unnoticed in your collection or even in your pocket. Today, we journey back to the year 1977, a time when the Lincoln Memorial Cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent coin, continued to serve as a symbol of America's enduring spirit and economic stability. The 1977 Liberty 1 cent coin, minted in Denver, is more than just a small piece of copper-plated metal. It's a reflection of history, craftsmanship, and unexpected value that has captured the attention of collectors and historians alike. What makes this coin particularly special is not only its age but its potential value in today's collector's market, where certain rare examples have been known to fetch astonishing sums, even reaching a current value of up to $779,340 in pristine or unique conditions. The story behind the 1977 Lincoln cent begins with its design, which features the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of his birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's profile became a symbol of unity and strength, representing the values that shaped America. The reverse of the coin, showcasing the Lincoln Memorial, was introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design continued until 2008, making coins from this era deeply cherished pieces of American heritage. The 1977 Liberty 1 cent coin was struck during a time of economic transition in the United States. The minting process used copper alloy, 95% copper and 5% zinc, making it one of the last generations of coins to carry significant copper content before the switch to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. This composition alone gives the 1977 a certain nostalgic and material value, as the price of copper has continued to rise over the decades. Over 4 billion of these coins were minted at the Denver Mint, easily identifiable by the small D mint mark just below the date. However, as with many coins, not all were struck equally. Some 1977 cents have minting errors, variations in striking quality, or preservation states so immaculate that they have become coveted collector's items. Error coins, those with double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, can elevate a 1977 penny's value far beyond its face worth. For instance, a 1977 Lincoln cent with a visible double die obverse or reverse could attract fierce bidding from coin enthusiasts, with values ranging from several hundred to thousands of dollars. But the pinnacle of rarity lies in coins that have been preserved in superb condition, untouched by circulation, maintaining their original mint luster. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC have graded some 1977 cents at MS68 red or higher, and these top-graded specimens can command prices exceeding hundreds of thousands of dollars in auctions. One such coin reportedly sold for an incredible $779,340, setting a benchmark for collectors and solidifying the 1977's reputation as a hidden gem in American numismatics. The market for the 1977 Liberty 1 cent coin remains strong even today, driven by a combination of nostalgia, historical appreciation, and investment potential. Coin enthusiasts are constantly searching rolls, old jars, and inherited collections in hopes of discovering one of these rare beauties. As the hobby of coin collecting continues to grow, so too does the value of well-preserved examples. A coin once used to buy a gumball can now pay for a car, a home, or even more, depending on its condition and uniqueness. Beyond its financial worth, the 1977 Liberty 1 cent carries emotional and historical weight. It serves as a reminder of America's journey through the late 20th century, a time marked by political change, economic shifts, and cultural evolution. Holding one in your hand is like holding a small piece of that history, a tangible connection to the millions of Americans who use these coins in their daily lives. Collectors know that each coin tells a story, and the 1977 Liberty 1 cent is no exception. It tells a story of endurance, legacy, and the beauty of craftsmanship that transcends time. For those lucky enough to possess one in pristine condition, it is more than a collectible, it is a treasure, an investment, and a conversation piece that speaks volumes about the value hidden in plain sight. So, if you ever come across a 1977 D Liberty 1 cent, take a closer look. Inspect its details, check for mint luster, study the edges and markings, because you may be holding one of the most valuable pennies in existence. Its current market worth can still reach up to $779,340 for exceptional pieces, depending on condition and rarity. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and history has shown that even the smallest coin can carry monumental value. At Rare U.S. Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and sought-after pieces of American numismatic history, the Liberty 1 cent 1994 D coin. This coin, minted in Denver, may appear as just another penny in your pocket, but for those who understand the mystery, rarity, and collectible potential behind it, this coin can be worth an astonishing $779,341 in today's collector market. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny that could change your life if you happen to find the right one. The 1994 D Liberty 1 cent stands as a perfect example of how ordinary-looking coins can turn out to be extraordinary once their hidden features, minting errors, or pristine conditions are revealed. The story of the Liberty 1 cent coin traces back to the heart of American history. Known commonly as the Lincoln cent, this coin design has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the great President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of freedom, integrity, and equality. The obverse of the coin proudly features Lincoln's detailed portrait designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse side in 1994 still displayed the iconic Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparo, showcasing the grandeur of America's dedication to liberty and democracy. By 1994, the coin was being struck in large quantities at the Denver Mint, carrying the small letter D beneath the date, marking its origin. But what makes some of these coins stand out is not just where they were minted, but how they were struck, preserved, and discovered decades later by lucky collectors. The 1994 D Liberty 1 cent was produced during a time when the United States Mint was transitioning through various quality changes. While most pennies were minted using a copper-plated zinc composition introduced in 1982, errors and variations occasionally occurred during production. These errors are exactly what make some 1994 D pennies worth a fortune today. Collectors have identified double dies, off-center strikes, and even coins that were improperly plated or struck on older planchets, giving them immense collectible value. In pristine mint state conditions, especially graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services, these coins are considered extremely rare and valuable. The demand for such flawless coins keeps pushing their auction prices higher, and some have fetched amounts close to the jaw-dropping figure of $779,341, depending on condition, strike quality, and market demand. Coin collectors around the world continuously seek the perfect blend of rarity and condition, and the 1994 D Liberty 1 cent has both. Because billions of pennies were produced that year, most people assume they hold no value, but hidden among those billions are extremely rare examples that were struck perfectly or possess unique minting characteristics that make them stand out. In numismatics, the slightest difference, a double strike, a repunched mint mark, or even a die crack, can transform a coin's value from 1 cent to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's that thrilling element of chance that keeps collectors searching through rolls of pennies, hoping to uncover that one piece of hidden gold disguised as copper. The coin market today is hotter than ever, and the Liberty 1 cent 1994 D has become a coin to watch closely. With the rising interest in rare U.S. coins and a growing number of collectors turning to online auctions and coin shows, the demand for high-quality Lincoln cents has skyrocketed. Prices are driven not just by scarcity but also by history, emotion, and nostalgia. Coins like the 1994 D remind Americans of a time when every penny had meaning, when craftsmanship and national pride were stamped onto every coin. As more collectors enter the scene, coins with documented rarity, exceptional grading, and historical importance continue to increase in value, making now an exciting time to explore what might be hidden in your change jar or coin album. What truly makes the 1994 D Liberty 1 cent special is its enduring connection to American identity. It's not just metal, it's a fragment of history, an emblem of perseverance, and a representation of the everyday American spirit that values hard work and heritage. Many people overlook these coins, but for numismatists, each one is like an uncut gem waiting to shine. If you hold one in perfect condition, untouched by time, you may be holding one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in existence. So next time you find a 1994 D penny, take a closer look. Check for details, sharpness, shine, and the clarity of its strike. Look for any unusual doubling, misalignment, or texture on the surface, because those minute details could mean the difference between 1 cent and hundreds of thousands of dollars. The coin collecting world rewards patience, curiosity, and knowledge, and every true collector knows that a life-changing discovery often hides in plain sight. The Liberty 1 cent 1994 D, with its current estimated high value of $779,341, remains one of those extraordinary examples that prove history, craftsmanship, and rarity can come together in the smallest of forms. It's a living reminder that treasure is not always made of gold, it can be copper too. So keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your passion for discovery alive. You never know when the next legendary penny might be sitting right in your hands. This is Rare U.S. Coins. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing and often overlooked coins in U.S. history, the Liberty 1 cent 2002 D. This small yet powerful coin carries a fascinating story, an impressive background, and in some rare cases, a shocking market value that has left collectors around the world searching their drawers, coin jars, and collections in hopes of finding one worth a fortune. While at first glance the 2002 D penny may look like just another common coin from the Denver Mint, what lies beneath its copper surface is a captivating story of American design, mintage evolution, and hidden rarity that transforms this little coin into something truly special. The Liberty 1 cent 2002 D was struck at the Denver Mint, marked with the tiny but famous D mint mark just below the date. During this time, the U.S. Mint was continuing the long-running Lincoln Cent series, which began all the way back in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin still proudly displays the iconic bust of President Lincoln, a design so timeless and enduring that it remains a symbol of national pride. By 2002, the Lincoln Cent had already seen decades of history, from the early wheat reverse of 1909 to 1958 to the memorial reverse introduced in 1959, representing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., as a tribute to the great emancipator's legacy. The 2002 D Liberty 1 cent continued that tradition, struck primarily in a composition of copper-plated zinc, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, after the switch from the all-copper alloy in 1982. Even though billions of these coins were minted, the story doesn't end there. What makes the 2002 D Lincoln Cent fascinating to collectors today is not just its historical background but also the rare varieties and minting errors that have surfaced over the years. Some 2002 D pennies display double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and plating bubbles that significantly increase their numismatic value. A perfectly preserved coin with an unusual minting error or flawless luster can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market. Imagine holding in your hand a simple penny that could turn out to be worth as much as $779,342, a figure that might seem unbelievable but reflects how extraordinary and unpredictable the coin market can be when rarity, condition, and demand intersect in the right way. Collectors pay particular attention to coins that grade highly on the Sheldon scale, with mint state, MS, examples above MS 67 commanding premium prices at auctions. Coins that maintain their original red copper shine, without oxidation or handling wear, are the ones that make collectors' hearts race. The combination of high grade, minting perfection, and eye appeal creates the magic formula that transforms an everyday coin into a collectible masterpiece. For the 2002 D Liberty 1 cent, finding such a pristine example is no easy task. Most of these coins have circulated for over 2 decades, bearing the marks of time, commerce, and countless pockets and cash registers. That's why when an uncirculated gem appears, especially one with no contact marks and a full red color, it instantly catches the attention of professional graders and passionate hobbyists alike. Beyond condition and rarity, the historical significance of the Liberty 1 cent 2002 D cannot be understated. This coin represents the final era of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse before the U.S. Mint transitioned to the 4 special designs in 2009 celebrating Lincoln's bicentennial. The early 2000s were a bridge between the traditional and the modern in U.S. coinage, a time when technology began improving minting precision, yet occasional errors still slipped through, creating those few rare varieties that now sell for incredible amounts of money. Every coin tells a story, and the 2002 D Lincoln cent tells one of transition, endurance, and American heritage. In the current coin market, collectors are showing renewed interest in coins from the 2000s era, especially those that are in exceptional condition or feature unique minting errors. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors have been actively seeking these gems. Some remarkable 2002 D pennies have surfaced in recent years, with extraordinary eye appeal and quality commanding attention. Prices have steadily risen, with top-graded examples reaching hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. The peak valuation figure, around $779,342, reflects the rarest of the rare, a once-in-a-lifetime specimen combining absolute perfection, rarity, and collector demand. The pennies market has become increasingly dynamic, driven by the fact that many collectors are now turning to modern-era coins that are still affordable to find but have the potential to skyrocket in value as time passes. For anyone passionate about coin collecting, the Liberty 1 cent 2002 D serves as both a reminder and an opportunity. It reminds us that no coin is truly ordinary, that even something as small as a 1-cent piece can embody decades of American history, art, and culture. It also offers the opportunity to discover hidden treasures in the most unexpected places, in your old coin jar, an inherited collection, or even pocket change. Each 2002 D penny carries within it the potential story of a valuable find waiting to be revealed. So the next time you come across a 2002 D Liberty 1 cent, don't let it slip away unnoticed. Examine it closely, look for that perfect shine, check for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual details. Because that single coin could be your connection to a piece of American history, and possibly a life-changing discovery. The world of rare U.S. coins is full of surprises, and the Liberty 1 cent 2002 D is a shining example that every coin has a tale worth exploring and a value that goes beyond its face. Keep your eyes open, your magnifier ready, and your passion alive, because you never know when your next penny might be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thank you for joining Rare U.S. Coins.